In this reenactment of the knock scene in Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, Jacob Luke plays Grumio, Lucas Ruskowski plays Hortensio, and Ryan Gallagher plays Patricia.
Verona, for a while, I take my leave, to see my friends in Padua, but of all, my best beloved and approved friend, Hortensio, and I trow this is his house. Here, sirrah, Grumio, knock, I say.
Knock, sir. Whom should I knock? Is there any man has rebused your worship?
Villain, I say, knock me at this gate, and rap me well, or I'll knock your naw's pate.
My master has grown quarrelsome. I should break you first, and then I know, after, who comes by the worst.
Will it not be? Faith, sirrah, and you'll not knock, I'll ring it. I'll try how you can sol fa and sing it.
He wrings them by the ears.
Ah!
Grumio falls.
Help, mistress, help! My master is mad!
Now knock when I bid you, sirrah, villain.
How now? What's the matter, my old friend Grumio and my good friend Petruchio? How do you all at Verona?
Signor Hortensio, come you to pass the fray. Con tutto il cora ben trovato, may I say?
Alla nostra casa, benvenuto, molto onorato, signor mio Petruchio. Rise, Grumio, rise, we will compound this quarrel.
Grumio rises.
Nay, 'tis no matter, sir, what his legis in Latin. If this be not a lawful cause for me to leave his service, look you, sir, he bid knock me him, be me knock him, and rap me soundly, sir. Well, was it fit for a servant to use his master so, being perhaps, for aught, see 32 a pip out? Whom would to God I had well not at first, then had not Grumio come by the worst.
A senseless villain, good Hortensio. I bade the rascal knock upon your gate and could not get him from my heart to do it.
Knock at the gate? Oh, heaven's sake! You not these words plan. Sirrah, knock me here, rap me here, knock me well, and knock me soundly. And come you now with knocking at the gate?
Sirrah, be gone, or talk not, I adulce you.
Petruchio, patience, I am Grumio's pledge. Why, this a heavy chance twixt him and you, your ancient, trusty, pleasant servant Grumio, and tell me, you sweet friend, what a happy gale blows you to Padua, here from old Verona?
Does it?
Wind scatters young men throughout the world, to seek their fortunes farther than at home, where small expense grows, but in a few. Signor Hortensio, thus it stands with me. Antonio, my father, is deceased, and I have thrust myself into this maze, happily to wive and thrive as best I may. Crowns in my purse I have, and goods at my home, and so am come abroad to see the world.
Petruchio, shall I then come roundly to thee, and wish thee to a shrewd, ill-favoured wife? Thou'st thank me but a little for my counsel, and yet I promise thee she shall be rich, and very rich. But thou'st too much, my friend, and I'll not wish thee to her.
Signor Hortensio, twixt such friends as we few words suffice, and therefore, if thou know, are rich enough to be Petruchio's wife. As wealth is burden of my wrong dance, be she as foul as Florentinus love, as old as Sibyl, and as cursed and shrewd as Socrates. Exanthropy or a worse, she moves me, not or not removes at least. Affection's edge and we were, she is rough, as are the swelling Adriatic sea. I come to wive it wealthy in Padua, if wealthily then happily in Padua.
Hey, look you, sir, he tells you flatly what his mind is. Why, give him gold enough and marry him to a puppet, or an anglet body, or an old trot with never a tooth in her head, though she have as many diseases as 52 horses. Why, nothing comes amiss, so many comes withdrawal.
Petruchio, since we have stepped thus far in, I will continue that I broached in jest. I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife, with wealth enough, and young and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and that is faults enough, is that she is intolerably cursed, and shrewd and froward, so beyond all measure, that were my state far worser than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Hortensio, peace, thou know'st not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough. Far I will aboard her, though she chide as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her father is Baptista Minola, an affable and courteous gentleman. Her name is Catherine Minola. renowned in Padua for her scolding tongue.
I know her father, though I not know her, and he knew my deceased father well. I will not sleep, Hortensio, till I see her, and therefore let me be thus bold with you, to give you over at this first encounter, unless you will accompany me thither.
I pray you, sir, let him go a while. The human last. Oh, my lord, an she knew him as well as I do, she would think scolding would do little good upon him. She may perhaps call him half a score knaves or so. Why, that's nothing. As he began once, he'll rail in his rage ropes tricks. I'll tell you what, sir, an she stand him but a little, he will throw a figure in her face, and so disfigure her with it, that she shall have no more eyes to see withal that a cat. You know him not, sir.
In this passage, excerpted from Shakespeare's play The Taming of the Shrew, if one tries to use sophisticated language and fails, one's social status significantly drops. This scene took place at Hortensio's house. Petruchio is talking to Grumio. In the scene, the audience meets the characters of Petruchio, Grumio, and Hortensio, and they all congregate at Hortensio's house. In our scene, Petruchio asks Grumio to knock on the door, but Grumio thinks Petruchio means for him to hit his master. Of course, Grumio doesn't want to do this because he believes he will be punished. Petruchio then tells him that if he doesn't knock, he will ring it, which is a pun. Petruchio then wrung Grumio by the ear. This all creates some confusion for the two men later in the story.